Hello, this is Names of Goblin, and this is my web show. The web show that is yet to be paid and is expecting money very soon. The subject today I'm going to be talking about is some of the Magic the Gathering lore that has been recently released. The biggest thing about this lore is that the demon planeswalker, Ob-Nixilis, or Ob-Nixilis, however you pronounce it, recently escaped from his imprisonment on Zendikar. He then pretty much pummeled Nissa, and seemingly killed Gideon, because invulnerability does not stand against 3 inches of muddy water. Honestly, I don't know if Gideon is actually dead, but I kinda hope he is. His Planeswalker cards, while very good, are very almost lackluster, and they usually have the same basic effects. At least with Jace, there's a little bit of difference in each one. With Gideon, it's the same effect over and over and over and over. Just worded a little tiny bit different. Is that bad? Absolutely not. But I can't see them pre-printing any more Gideon unless they change something really, really seriously. Where does this leave us with White Planeswalkers, though? It doesn't leave us with much. It leaves us with Ajani, which we haven't seen in a while. I believe last time we saw him was M12. But I could be wrong. And then we also have Nahiri, who is a Hedron specialist, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see her pretty soon, either in Shadows over Innistrad or a future set beyond that, just because she's needed to reseal the Eldrazi. Just a sec. My Pepsi addiction kicks in at the worst times, so sorry about that. Anyway, Nahiri is a Hedron specialist who made the Hedrons that sealed the original Eldrazi, the Titans. We're most likely going to be seeing more of her. We're also may see more of Johnny when he tries to fight Nicol Bolas again or something like that. We're pretty much guaranteed to get another Ugin card, which I'm a little interested in. We're almost guaranteed to get another Sorin card, which I think is pretty cool because I like vampires quite a bit. Jace was revealed to be in Shadows over Innistrad. Whether he's an actual card or not, I'm not sure, but I hope beyond all hope that he's not a card, because he's been reprinted more times than not very good. He's a good card. He's a good character. I like his character, but yeah, he appears way too much. He's like the poster boy for Magic, which isn't really a good thing. Some characters that may die soon. Nissa may die soon, just from what they're talking about. Ob-Nixilis might become a main enemy, other than Nicol Bolas, who pretty much is the most powerful thing in Magic right now, other than maybe Eldrazi. But yeah, if they can get sealed a Hedron or two, or a Hedron network, surely they can do the same thing to Nicol Bolas, if they're more powerful than Nicol Bolas. Finally, I know there's more White Planeswalkers. I know there's Narset, but she's more of a blue than a white. Just her character style revolves around tempo, and she's there are a few others. There are plenty of planeswalkers, but the only pure white ones so far, or the iconic white. Not pure white. That sounds racist, but iconic white planeswalkers are Johnny and Nahiri. Nahiri is most famous for her appearance in the card art for Stormforged Mystic, which is going down as of right now because of rumors that it's being reprinted in Oath of Gatewatch, which I highly doubt, which is why I'm probably going to invest in a couple, just so I can take advantage of the eventual spike when they realize it's not coming out. Maybe not. I'm still looking to get more expedition lands. Basically, the iconic white planeswalkers, now that Gideon is dead, are Ajani and Nahiri, and neither are attributed mainly to combat like Gideon was. So it leaves us quite a gap as far as soldier or attacking white planeswalker. Some other news. Some more cards were released past few days for Oath of Gatewatch, and some really interesting cards came up. I wanted to talk about them real quick. First one is Eldrazi Mimic, which I think is going to be really, really good. Its effect basically states, when another colorless creature comes on the battlefield, you may have Eldrazi Mimic power and toughness become the same as that creature, which I can see very many uses for, especially since it's 2-drop, 2 colorless, and none of them have to be colorless. The new waste colorless lands that are out, or that are in speculation as of right now, which I think is actually pretty cool. I'm kind of psyched because then I can make a pure colorless EDH really easily, whether it be MERS or some other thing I can do. I don't know. In any event, that was one of them. Then another one, Call of the Gatewatch, I believe it's called, is pretty much my dream card for my Super Friends EDH. For those who don't know, Super Friends EDH is basically, it's a 100-card deck, but it contains 30 to 45 planeswalkers in that deck. And then it contains a lot of land. And a lot of tutors, and a lot of other cards that help planeswalkers, like Proliferate, and other stuff like that. Gilder Baron, Doubling Season. We got issued a card. It's a 3-drop. Call of the Gatewatch, white. So there's finally a white tutor for planeswalkers, because it says, even while it's a sorcery, it says get a planeswalker from your deck and add it to your hand. I think this is going to be really good for my EDH deck. And I think that people who play Super Friends, whether it's a normal modern deck or a EDH deck, they're going to really kind of want to use this card, especially if they run a lot of white. Then finally, I've been hearing a lot of rumors about Mirror Pool. I got 8 of them, by the way. I pre-ordered 8. I have a lot of decks I can use that in, so that's going to be a welcome addition, even if it doesn't pan out to be as expensive as I hope. Even if it's a mythic rare land is going to be the first one I've ever had, other than expedition lands. So that'll be really nice. What else? Basically, though, the one I'm most excited for is the new expedition lands, like like I said earlier, I'm trying to collect as many expedition lands as possible, so that when they stop printing them, they go up the button price, I'll be able to say, ha ha ha, I have them. I don't have to buy them. I don't have to trade for them. I'm hoping to trade up to a Flooded Strand really soon with a guy I know on Facebook, a really nice guy. He's willing to give me one for 160 or best offer or trade, which I think is really cool. But mainly, this isn't about the Battle for Zendikar one. In Oath of Gatewatch, there are a lot of new fetch lands. Or not fetch lands, sorry, expedition lands. Revolving around land destruction. Now, they also have the filter lands, which I don't really know what to think of because I've never used them before, but I'm excited to try them out. I'm sure, or I know that they're being used a lot in certain decks. The two expedition lands I'm most excited for: Eye of Ugin and a Confluence. Both because I can completely see when it comes out dropping all the way down to $40 or $50, and then slowly rising back up. Why am I excited for that? I have two decks that those two cards would be really good in, and I'd rather pimp them out with Expedition land than actually have the original land in there. The Eye of Ugin going into my Green Red Tron, and the Mana Confluence Expedition hopefully going into my Amulet Bloom deck. Hopefully Amulet Bloom doesn't get hit in the ban list upcoming ban list season, but it shouldn't. There are a lot of decks that are more worthy of being banned, so I'm not really worried about it. In conclusion, my question is, what's going to be the replacement Planeswalker for Gideon, if any? Are we going to get another attacking white Planeswalker other than maybe a red-white Ajani? What other cards are going to be released in Oath of Gatewatch, and are any of them going to be modern playable? You know, the last set was pretty bad. There was a few good cards, but Battle for Zendikar didn't really have that many good cards, especially value-wise. It mainly goes on expeditions. The worst card in that set was a rare, in my opinion, called Prism Array. And you know a set is bad when their rares are worse than almost all the commons, all the uncommons. It is just that horrible. I have only found one deck really that uses Prism Array, and even then its sideboard's really fringe. No good decks use it. Prism Array has a really janky effect by itself. It definitely wasn't a rare. Or it definitely shouldn't be a rare. That's my thing. But that's just one of the young, uneducated noobs ranting about a really stupid card that probably has good place in Magic, but just doesn't know where. This is Names the Goblin. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Good night.